Are you guilty of buying too many cameras? Well, I am. Now, this is the new camera I bought. I recently got one to implement into my current kit, and I thought I'd share my situation to help maybe others to see if they should get new cameras or the current camera that I end up getting. Now, what did I get? Well, let's draw back what I have currently. I've been shooting for about 8 years, weddings, corporate events, things like that. What I have currently is I've been using Canon for photos because they're great, the Canon R6 Mark IIs. I've been using Sony's for video, low bit rate, 4-bit, 10-bit, 4K, 422. And I have some fun cameras, like I used to shoot video with the Lumix S5-2s, GH6. Now I just have one GH6 left. I'm actually filming in the GH6 right now. However, it's on tracking mode. So with tracking mode, if you've already pressed the yellow autofocus button on the face, it should be fine. But if you try to get the system to do its thing, it's not going to work at all. It will completely fail. I also have a GFX medium format 50S Mark II. I want to shoot like more photos on a different system. I want to shoot it on the medium format GFX 50S. Now, I normally use that for family shoots and things like that, you know, my fun day carry, but it is a bit big, so sometimes it can get away with carrying bags and luggages, and my baby, I've got a 1-year-old baby with a heavy camera as well, so I needed something smaller. But primarily as a business point of view, I want to shoot photos with the medium format, and we all know medium format look is beautiful. However, you can't trust the autofocus because the 50S Mark II has very, very slow autofocus. And what are my options? You've got the two overly expensive GFX cameras that can autofocus, the 100 Mark II and the 100S Mark II, but they're like 7,000 and 11,000 respectively. That's too much. So I've got the crop sensor option. There was only two cameras, X-T5 or X-H2s. Now the pros of the X-T5 is that it feels great on the hand. The flippy screen is the way I preferred it, just nice and up. Dual card slots because you need dual card slots. And lenses are small, you know, it's great. The things I didn't like about the X-T5, which is why I went through the X-H2s, is that the dual card slots of the X-T5 are SD cards, whereas I much prefer a CF Express Type B. They're cheaper, they're faster, and in terms of efficiency, transferring files into my hard drive space is a lot quicker. The other thing is that if I want to shoot photos for events and weddings primarily on the Fujifilm system, I need to put a flash on it. So I've got a Profoto A1X flash and used to have the Godox V1 flash. And when I tried putting that in the camera of the X-T5, the weight could not handle the flash. Like, it was very uneven. It was very top heavy and there wasn't enough grip on the X-T5, and that was just a no-go. So I would say X-T5 if you don't need to do flash photography or if you have a remote control that you can slot in, but to have a flash on top, it just wouldn't work. So I went with the X-H2, you know. It's got a stack sensor, it's got CF Express Type B slot with the SD card as a backup. When you put the flash on, the weight distribution is great. And it uses the same batteries as the GFX 50S Mark II, so you only need to bring one battery charger and that will do it for the day. And I've been hearing a lot about the dynamic range of the X-H2s because of its stack sensor is huge. Even though it is a bit noisy, you'll get to see more color fidelity, more color range, and I'm really excited to see that. But most of all is I'll have a new camera on my day-to-day activities where it's quite light. Of course, it's not a Fuji X-T100 V1, V6 or something like that. It's not like a tiny Leica Q2 or Q3. It's small enough, it's got a lightweight. At the end of the day, I'll have a camera I can use for weddings and events. The two cameras set up, one's a crop sensor, Fuji X-T2s, and one's a medium format GFX 50S Mark II. And obviously how to make it sync together is that once I have the GFX files on the computer, I'm going to crop it to the 3:2 ratio, so then the ratio matches together. And most of you may not notice, even if you crop a 4:3 medium format sensor into the full frame 3:2 sensor, it still uses a larger sensor size compared to a full frame sensor. So it still has that slight medium format look, slight compression type look. So I'm really excited to be doing that. I guess I want to end up the video with, don't necessarily buy cameras that are amazing, because every few years, every single brand, apart from Pentax, will have an amazing camera. So if you wait, 1, 2, 3 years, the camera you want will come out. It's mainly, what do you want to shoot with? What projects are you shooting? And what features do the cameras that are out there or are coming out that's going to help you with your projects? Because after using so many cameras, every camera has its strengths and weaknesses. So you basically bring the camera for the job. There's different setups for everyone, and there's so many amazing cameras that you just can't have it all. So you have to be selective in terms of what you want. Anyway, hopefully the next video will be the X-H2s, some sample photos and videos to show you guys and my thoughts on it as a professional system. Till next time.